Salzburg 1, Chelsea 2, and what a performance by Chelsea today. Honestly, it's probably one of the best bits of football I've seen us play in a very long time. On the back of three games where we've not really played well. Today's game, the team lineup, when you saw it, there was a lot of question marks in terms of the setup, the lineup. And to be honest, Graham Potter got it right today. He played wing-backs in Sterling and Pulisic, who, to be honest, was always a risk because we've seen them in them positions in the past and it's never worked. But today we just had a bit of everything, and it was even they did as well. They were involved, I thought, a lot more in the first than maybe the second, but still, it was a pretty impressive display. The midfield, Kovacic, for until he came off the pitch, for me was one of the man of the matches, one of the three man of the matches that I would have picked. I thought he had a great game, bossed the game, very progressive. Wasn't sitting with Jorginho as much, I noticed. He had more of a freedom role to break forward and be confident. Jorginho, on the other hand, was looking forward, trying to be more progressive as well in his own gameplay. The defence, in terms of Trevor Chalobah, how well Trevor Chalobah played today again. And I mean, when is Southgate going to knock on the door? When is he going to say, Trevor Chalobah, come and join the England squad? Because the form that this boy is in right now and how consistent he's been, and again today, important tackles, stepping up when needing him, especially when there was danger around as well. For me, he just keeps getting better and better, and I'm so glad to see that we've got one of our own progressing as well as he is, since obviously Mason Mount and Reece James has, when they've come into the team. Thiago Silva for me was amazing, absolutely amazing again. He had that one moment where obviously Salzburg got the goal and he sort of, I think they pressed too high in the defence and he went out to try and commit into a tackle, got caught, and we was left to two at the back when Salzburg ended up getting their equaliser. But we did limit them, and what was impressive mostly for us in that first half was the connection with the forward line, the link play. Kai Havertz to Sterling to Aubameyang to Kovacic playing quicker into him, Pulisic coming in from the middle, from the right. And you got to say, based on what we expected at the beginning of this game, which was a strong team, and how we played and how hungry we looked, and even when we did go, and when they did equalise, we didn't let our heads drop. We just kept going and going and going. Great finish by Kovacic for the first goal as well, which I think was thoroughly deserved. However, I do feel in that end of the first half that we should have maybe killed the game off. For me, the game should have been dusted in the first half. Maybe 2 or even 3 goals. I know Aubameyang had a great chance. Kai Havertz with the header as well. But talking Kai Havertz, someone that's been getting a lot of sort of slander in of recent times for his performances, and I do get it to a degree, don't get me wrong. Today he was a different type of player for me, and yes, I thought he was good in the first, but in the second he was even better. I thought his link play was very good. The finish is just pure class. That is an absolute banger. Banger is all I can say from Kai Havertz. His link-up play, he's running off, and I keep stressing to people, and I keep saying it. If you're going to get the best out of that guy, he has to play in that role. That is his role. That is where he needs to be. Conor Gallagher, another player that I thought had a very good game. Intensity, worked hard, linked up, played well, got stuck in. We had some very good performances across the pitch. For me, man, the matches were either Kovacic, Trevor Chalobah, or Kai Havertz. One of them three. I think also Thiago Silva deserves a mention. And I'm impressed. I'm impressed that we played like we did. There's still question marks in terms of our consistency going into the Premier League against Brighton on the weekend. Can we perform to that kind of level again going into that one? I want to see it. I'm sure we all want to see that kind of performance. It's now down to the players to show us that they can consistently do that. And that's, again, like I said, the real big question mark. After what I would say for the last 3 performances, which have been very poor, this one was definitely one that was a lot better in terms of performance as well. And I'm a happy guy. We are through to the last 16. We was bottom originally of the Champions League table. We're now top. And we're through. 2 wins against Milan and a win against Salzburg now allows Graham Potter to rotate in the last game against Dinamo Zagreb, providing that they don't win, if I'm right in saying. So we have to keep an eye on that one. But overall, I'm a happy man. I'm happy that Kai Havertz scored the way he did. Happy that Kovacic also contributed and had a masterclass with his sort of in and out sort of consistency and performances that I felt this season. And overall, the defence was solid again. Midfield was better, which again, something that we always criticise a lot. And this is definitely one of them games that we can all look at and say, well done, up the Chelsea. And yeah, we move from there. I'll be back again probably Thursday, guys. We've got Ben Jacobs coming on the show. We're going to be talking about the recruitment policy at Chelsea, the personnel that's being picked. We're also going to be talking about Christopher Nkunku and what's going on with him, potentially an agreement in January for him as well, the sporting director as well. So, but make sure that you're smashing the likes for Chelsea Fan TV, and also share a follow me. I'm on GNA TV as well. Obviously, you see me on both usually. But big up to every single one of you guys. Up the Chelsea, and we move. Let's do this.